Greetings, good people. How are you out there? Happy Saturday to you and yours. Hope you're having a great weekend. Start off. Actually, it started yesterday, but hope you're having a great Saturday. In Chicago here, got all the folks in the street because they're going to light up Michigan Avenue with the lights and all of that for Christmas time. And not a very traditional person, too much of a crowd. Seen it, done it, been there, all that good stuff. It's all the same, just another year. But anyway, I got out early, did what I had to do so I can get back home and do some administrative work. And I can never have enough time to do that for some reason. Try to clear out your emails, mail, magazines, all of that, and you look around again, it's another stack. I don't know where the stuff is coming from. I try to stop it. It just won't stop. It won't quit. It just keeps going. But what can you do? Well, I'm not dealing with the holiday. Going to relax because that's another day. Like Sundays, I think there isn't 24 hours in a Sunday. I don't care what anyone says. I think there's only about 18, maybe 16, 18 at the most. I've never seen a day go quickly like that before in my life. So I think it's a conspiracy, and you can't prove me wrong because I know you feel the same way. And that's that. Then it's Monday. But yeah, gonna enjoy that time because by the time you would travel to go visit everyone, you look up, the sun is gone, and you'll have a few hours for work. Not everyone has Black Friday off. And not a lot of people have any green to deal with Black Friday. But Black Friday isn't what it used to be. Less coupons, everything is pretty much you got to buy so much to get so much off. No more, here you go, $10 for just showing up and we can deal with it. None of that. But hey, we'll live. And hopefully we'll have most of the things we need anyway. We just need to really prepare for winter. You're not, if you are a traditional person, then you have things to entertain for the kids and all of that. So every household is different, but I hope it works for you. Greetings, good Ruby. How are you today? That's fine.
There we go. No, I was on another page. Oh, Char, when you see what I was looking up one thing and oh my God, the rabbit hole I just fell down. I'm obsessed now. We'll get into it in a second.
Okay.
But speaking of the rabbit hole, can I just point out that Black people love our tinfoil hat conspiracies? Shar just made up a conspiracy about a day going faster than other days. Y'all heard that, right? Like, she tried to just slip it in, like, no one can prove me wrong. I just believe it's a conspiracy. And we all accepted it. You know why? Because Black people love our tinfoil hat conspiracies. We love them, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, love it.
Right? Like, if there's no conspiracy in it, I'm not sure if I'm interested. That's just real. Like,
hey, we all like a little conspiracy every now and again. But I know I love it. I'm guilty. I am guilty. Charge me.
mm-hmm. See, I like to think I'm above it, right? Like, I always listen to everyone. I'm like, oh, come on. That conspiracy is crazy. You guys are ridiculous. There's a logical answer. I say that about the things I don't believe are conspiracies. But wait until someone mentions one of the ones I believe is a conspiracy. I fall right down that rabbit hole with everyone. And then I swear it's not a conspiracy. It's just logical common sense. But I know I'm being a hypocrite. I know that. It's all right.
See, at least you know thyself. Hey, that's a great thing.
Right? Claim your dysfunction.
That's right. Say it loud. You're wrong and you're proud. What you got for us, dear lady?
You know, okay, so what this is the rabbit hole I fell down just now. Um,
Okay.
n- Now, what's crazy is, so I decided, okay, I'm just going to Google, just Google the
Mm-hmm.
words "woman beats son at school." I was trying to find that video um, of
Mm-hmm.
the woman who shows up at her kid's school, chases him down inside of the school cafeteria, hauls him out, the poor thing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then beats him in front of the school administrators who stand there and do nothing, for the record, while her friend video records the whole thing. So I decided, let me try to find this video. Shar, in the first week of November, the first page of Google is all about women beating their children with a belt or with something, and police or CPS getting involved. It was always about school, a kid getting suspended or whatever the case is. All in the first week of November this year. Different women. This is
Oh.
not the same woman. Different women. Right. Because at first I'm like, I think this woman. Oh, maybe this is finally her name they're revealing. Nope, that's a different woman. Oh no, this light skinned one, that's for sure not her. And I was just like,
Oh.
how many women? You want to talk about conspiracies? That's why I'm so glad we started there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's something. I'm telling you, there's something in the water. There's something in the water. There's something in the air. There's something that they are showing us on TV. Maybe it's in the Popeyes chicken, y'all. We need to, um, really do a survey of all these women. Have you eaten a Popeyes chicken sandwich in the last week? Yes or no? Because I don't know what the hell's
Right.
happening over here. Um, like, I wish I'm gonna come on here next time with my laptop so I can do the screen share. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna right so that way I can just show you all the links that I'm looking at and stuff. But I'm gonna post them to you in the chat here so you can see what I'm talking about. But I have so many tabs
Okay.
open, so it takes so long for every tab to load.
Oh, I understand.
Cause right? Um, okay, so this one's November 6th. Let's try to get that one going. And then we've got this other one, horrifying moment. Oh no, that's the one that I was talking about originally, but I'm gonna post that anyway. I'm gonna copy them all and then I'm gonna come back over to the page. But there's a
Mm-hmm.
common thread here where the child gets in trouble at school for some reason or another, whatever the case is. The administration decides to contact the mother, and then the mother ends up beating the child in front of the administrators. Now, this is
Oh,
and this is all like when I say it's first week of November. Let me post all of these links one by one. Paste. Oh, you don't get to pull up the clipboard here. Oh, okay. Well, here I'll put this one in first. So now this first one that I just posted to you. So this woman, her kid got suspended from school. So the administrators brought the kid to the home. And when the kid came in the home, the mother started beating him with the belt. So the kid ran away, like left the house, ran away. Um, the administrators went and got the child and brought him back to the house where the mother continued to beat the child. And then the administrators were, I guess, trying to get in the way this time. And so she
uh-huh.
was whipping not just the kid, but the administrators with the belt. And then when the administrators said, "Hey, you're hitting me too," she kept repeating, "I don't care. I don't care." Because she didn't care who she was hitting as long as the kid was catching some licks too, right? So
Wow.
um, yes. Now, in this case of this story, now this woman has absolutely been charged.
Okay.
Um, so I mean that happened pretty quickly, but of course that's because I'm sure the administrators were not black and they were
Mm-hmm.
assaulted. So they care about the kid, but I bet you the first charges that were laid were assault against the adults because
Right.
you
You know
know,
how I go.
right? We know how this works. Come on.
Keeping it real.
Um, Now this one is with the woman who dragged her kid out of the school. Right now, there's a little bit of an update here, so it is official. The kids, her, not just that kid, but four of her other kids were taken out of the house, ranging in ages from 1 to 12, were all removed from her custody. Um, and they're investigating it. So they haven't,
Okay.
it looks like they haven't laid the charges, but they have removed the children from the home for their safety at the very least.
Okay.
Right now, I can't find any more information on that one so far. It's hard to search because her name is being protected. So because charges haven't been laid, they won't name her.
Oh, wow. Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
something? Ooh.
Right. Well, it's surprising. She's getting white woman protection. So I mean, that's cool. Because normally they'll
Wow.
name us just if they suspect us, right? But
Yeah, still interesting. But go ahead.
mm-hmm. Well, trust me, I know. Now this one, um, this is the woman who she beat her kid with the belt, right? Um, and with the belt buckle, she's been charged as well. This is all in the first week of November, Shar. Like I don't think, and
Hmm.
I just posted a few. When you do the search, let me post the search for you just to show you what I'm looking at here with this search, because it's crazy how many of these
Let's
cases are ongoing.
let me think about this. You said it's all the first of the month,
Mm-hmm.
and everything in common is the first of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that's in common is the first of the month.
Mm, mm,
So that sounds like a financial type thing to me.
mm. So you
So
thinking they got paid, they tried to pay for a bunch of stuff and food and whatever, and now, they had no choice but to do that stuff, but now they don't have money to buy their weave?
that could be one. That's one theory. Or need to use some of that money for what the kids need because they just went back to school, and we
Mm,
have these different school fees and different well, they're fees, but they're for different things, whether it's for uh, materials or
right.
trips or whatever it is they need. So I'm thinking it's definitely financial. That's
Mm,
what my guess is. All
mm.
at the same time, or like that song, the same damn time. That's too much of a
Yeah.
coincidence.
Yes, yes, it is. That was the thing that struck me in this case, is it's that coincidence. There's so many of them. Two might be a coincidence. But when you're talking about a whole page of search results just about women beating their children in front of administrators, some of them while recording on purpose, it paints a picture, right? It definitely tells you that there's got to be something else. And
Yeah.
I think we have that issue where we like to project our frustration and anger and hurt and sense of failure onto those who are weaker than us. Women
Hmm.
have this thing where they can't just cry and just say, listen, I feel like I'm failing, or I'm frustrated, or I'm sad, or I'm disappointed. Instead, we got to blame someone else. So now these kids get in trouble, and it gives them the excuse, right, to
And that's
go.
exactly what it is, an excuse.
Hmm. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
What did this teach the kid? What the kid will what never get in trouble again?
And they
Like
probably didn't,
really?
and they may have not done anything in the first place. Or being a
Right.
child, I want some
Hmm.
attention, or just frustrated, or whatever it is. It's just being a child. Hmm.
Right. Now, there is one of these where I'll say, you might have heard this, the sentence or the saying, you beat him like he stole something, right?
Yes, I've heard of that. Yes.
Right. So, not the last link that I posted, but the second last one. Now,
Hmm.
that woman beat her kid with the belt buckle, but she did it because her kid stole from her purse. So, I
Okay, I
mean,
remember that. Hmm.
right? Yeah, beat him like he stole something. Well, I mean, he did steal something though. So, you know what I mean?
Well, he did. I could have waited till you got home. And,
This
uh,
is something, right? Like,
that would have been a nice
but
place.
at least. And I think, on one side, I think I am sympathetic to extreme measures when your kids do something that is like, you better fix it at home, because if you don't, they're going to jail. Right? I mean, it's, you don't want your kids caught up in the system, and when if they're getting away with stealing from you, they're not going to mind stealing from a store or stealing from some other old lady or something like that. And it's like, okay, I understand that one might not be frustration.
Yeah.
That one might be fear, honestly. You got to do something. You don't have the right skills to properly parent. Otherwise, your kid wouldn't be stealing from your purse to begin with. So, you know, you did it the wrong way.
Yeah.
See, now my question is, I mean, we're seeing this. It's clearly a problem. These kids are all around the same age as well. Right? I mean, these are all before puberty children. Um, so now what do we do? Because there are actually programs and help out there to help parents learn how to
Hmm.
deal with these things and parent their children and deal with their own anger and frustration. And in the case of women, there's a
Okay.
lot of publicly funded programs and support here.
It is. It
Um,
really is.
right? But I don't think they know. Like, I don't think it's common knowledge that there's a lot of free support out there. How do we get that knowledge out there and make it not shameful or not a stigma?
Hmm. Okay. I'll say as far as not knowing, uh, I'll say that they may know, they have a sense of knowing, they just ignored it. Because there have been some places I've been in, and whether it's public transportation or inside of an office where they have food stamps, and there's posters around about all different type of programs, whatever it may be. If you need to finish your GED, uh, they're going to have this fundraiser. Um, if you need clothes, if you need, fund drive, rather, they'll have a drive for clothes, food. Um, your children, do they need their shots or whatever? So there's posters, there's information all around. I
Mm,
just think people just don't pay attention to their surroundings. They just
mm,
ignore all of it. And if you ignore it, then you only going to blame someone because no one just verbally told you. And that goes back
right.
to we're not reading. We just got
Mm-hmm.
our face down in the phone on these smartphones, and we're not getting too much smarter looking at them. But that's all we're doing. We're not looking, paying attention, making, seeing what's around us, being aware.
Right.
There's things that's coming home to the children. Um, there's portals now because I know some schools they have the portals for the parents. What's the
Mm-hmm.
chance they're actually going on there just reading that? And
Mm-hmm.
then even with the neighborhood, there's a lot of information when it comes down to uh, as far as with the voting, uh, election time, it's on its way. Um, some of the aldermen, they have different things a few times a year. So it's a lot of information out there, especially clinics, because a lot of the people in neighborhoods, they go to clinics. They don't literally go to a hospital to be seen. They go to these different clinics, and there's information all around. So I think part of it, we're just not paying attention. That's
Mm-hmm.
one. And then two, you have to say that there is a need for some help. And if you're prideful, you think you don't need any help, you're going to ignore what you see around you. You glanced at it, you saw they got this over there, this health center over there. You're just going to ignore that. Oh, they ain't talking to me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And then it's really not the responsibility of an adult, meaning teachers, administrators, to say, "Excuse me, Miss Jones. It appears that there's some mental illness going on, some frustration or something. And, I see you're having a hard time with your son, and you actually need some help, Miss Jones, not just the son."
Right. Yep.
So that's another thing. You know, we
Hmm.
don't think anything wrong with us. We don't think we need any help.
It's so true.
Really, we want something free, but when it comes to free, we just want to stick our hand out. Give me that. Where do I sign? Just give me that. I don't want to spend any time in, let's say, for instance, volunteer work.
Hmm.
There are some places where you can volunteer, and after volunteering for a week or two, whatever, they give you something.
Right.
But the fact that you don't want to do the volunteer work and get rewarded at the end, well, you think that's too much. I got to do all that just to get a box of whatever personals for 6 months. I ain't doing all that. I ain't going down there. I
Hmm.
don't want to deal with that. And it's unfortunate, but I see this. This isn't made up. This is actually what I see.
Right. Yep.
So I can, let's just say I post it, I tweet it, put it on Facebook, I do all of that. Who's looking at that? They're going to scroll right past that and look at the shots of uh, the celebrity or the celebrity gossip or the hairstyle or the nail style or whatever. That's not appealing that they're having some health screenings or um, family sessions at a church or a facility. Um,
Hmm.
that's not interesting. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to go out Saturday or whatever it is.
Right. Yep.
So that's something else to consider.
No, that's so true. I think, especially in the case of the fact that we don't like to, I think there's a one side where I think it's just, plain laziness. We don't
Mhm.
want to put in effort. We don't see the value in having to put in effort. Um, but I think on the other side, it's literally a lack of understanding um, that you really do have a problem. It's a defense mechanism and it's everyone else's fault, but you have some type of blame to play. But I mean, a real problem, like deep problems. I don't think that we, as a community, were born and raised into this understanding that you can have mental health issues. No, you're not schizophrenic. If you have a problem or you might have a disorder that needs treatment or help, and that doesn't make you crazy and it doesn't make you stupid and it doesn't make you weak and it doesn't make you pathetic. It's just you got some issues, you deal with them, and it's okay. You get a little bit of help. It doesn't make you a horrible parent or an unworthy mother for you to get a little bit of help on how to better parent your children. It makes you an invested mother who really cares about the well-being of your children. But
Mhm.
we don't see it that way, and we take any type of offer of help offensive. Like
Yeah.
it, I feel like you're insulting me and you're putting me down and you're saying something terrible about me to offer me this help at all. And it's like, no, it's not about you and trying to put you down. If I thought you were that bad of a human being and a parent, I wouldn't be talking to you about classes. I'd be talking to children, CPS about taking your kids from you. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know, we've got to stop being so sensitive when we're told we're wrong or told that there's a better way or told, hey, listen, I got help for you. You got to stop feeling all the time like that's an insult.
Right. And sometimes you have to work with your children. It's not just working by yourself. You can work with your children. So when they have teacher parent meetings and different things where the parents can be involved, take some time out and be there for the child.
Right.
It helps you as well because now you're going to meet some more parents. You're going to see that you're not alone. You struggle to get up in the morning and feed your children and get ready for work and not be late and go this direction to drop them off because they're too young to go by themselves. Then you got to go the other direction. You're trying to get there on time. And then your boss is like, well, I'm going to write you up. Yes, you're late twice this month.
Mhm.
You got this, everyone has those type of well, not everyone, but a lot of people have that frustration. And as a mother, you'll see that. You're like, oh, I thought it's just me dealing with this. Oh no,
Right.
it's not just you. We're
Yep.
all in this life together. We got something we got to deal with. This world is it's not that friendly. It's not that
Mhm.
friendly. It lays down what it wants, and you figure out how to do it. We don't want to hear any excuses that you gotta two kids, three kids, you gotta go in this direction, or this oldest one is no, the youngest one is sick, and you gotta stay home. We don't hear none of that.
Mhm.
You got this job. We need you here. You only get three strikes, and then we're gonna put you on a written warning. Then we're gonna do this. So it's something else. It's really
Yep.
tough. And if you get around other adults, go to these different things that they have, you'll learn that. And then you may find that you'll find a parent that may be close to you, live close to you, or you may even know, and you all can work together. And the
Mhm.
next thing you know, because I've seen this, I forgot where, I couldn't tell you exactly where, but I've seen where a parent or a couple of parents found out they had similar issues and they worked together and they were able to take turns watching each other kids and then they
Yep.
start helping other people in the neighborhood. I've seen that happen. I've seen my friend help out other parents
Right.
and watch their
Mhm.
kids grow up together.
Mhm.
They have the same
Exactly.
frustration. Hmm.
Exactly. And sorry, it's funny. If For all the things that we take in from TV, I think sometimes we don't pay attention to little details like that. But what I've noticed in white people TV shows that are all about white people, and there might be one token black person somewhere that
Uh-huh.
occasionally has a walk-on role. Yeah, in most of those shows, these women, the mothers, regardless of what age their children are in support groups. All of them. They are
Hmm.
all in support groups for whatever. And these are not women who are, in some horrible predicament. It's just like, hey, there's this show called Atypical, and it's about a kid who has high functioning autism, and his
Okay.
mom's in a support group for people who have children with autism.
Hmm.
Just so they can sit around and talk about their children with autism, and people aren't looking at them like they're crazy. It's like, oh yeah, I know when my son does that, and you're like, oh my god, your son does it too. It's not just me. I'm not alone in this feeling. Oh great. um, or they have their book clubs, which again are mostly just support groups for people going through the same boring midlife crisis, or like they're always getting together. They recognize the fact that their friends and family also have their own lives and are busy and might have completely different situations, so they go and they reach out and they find groups of people going through similar things to just help them get through it. um, and they don't see this as a weakness at all. They see this, in fact, normal. Like, this is, you're not in a group. That would be weird. You must be in some kind of group, right? Maybe online or no. But we don't pick up on that idea that, hey, listen, the reason why these moms in support groups are in every single TV show, period,
Hmm.
is because they actually do it. That's why we don't hear about this to the same percentage in their population as we hear about it percentage wise in our population, because they
Hmm.
go and they talk to people who say, basically, you're not crazy and you're not alone. I'm going through the same thing. Oh,
Yeah.
new mother groups. the people who join new mother groups are ones who failed to bond with the mothering experience, right? So
Uh-huh.
they may or may not love the baby, but they don't love being a mom. They don't love being a new mom. They can't say anything about it. They feel so alone. Their nerves are frazzled. They join these groups and they just hear that, hey, everyone is feeling like that. It's okay. You're supposed to feel like that. um, you know, and you'll have people who are on their second or third child saying, oh yeah, I remember with my first, that was impossible too. Oh God, it took me 6 months to get through it. Right. And you're like, oh, so the fact that I can't get my baby to sleep through the night right now is not a terrible thing. It doesn't make me a horrible mother. Oh my God, really? I'm not a failure? Dude, it
Hmm.
feels so good. If you just admit where, everything's not perfect, it can feel so amazing because you give other people the opportunity to tell you you're not a failure. Everyone goes through something similar.
Yeah, and what I find with us, we have the church. That's our support group. That's all we have. So if you're not involved in that,
Hmm.
well, it is what it is. And I'm not saying that it doesn't help because not all churches are equal. But I'm just saying that that's what the support group is as far as in a lot of the neighborhoods. That's all
Mm,
you have, and that's on a couple of times a week. And I, from what I've been seeing, which I haven't
mhm.
seen all, but I have seen that it hasn't really been too helpful for some,
Right.
and made some things worse for others.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Girl, listen. My church experience is a nightmare story. Okay, so I'm just saying. Listen, me and my mama walked into church, very tight knit relationship, very functional and happy. Right, and within a few years, I was homeless. Me and my mom had zero relationship. That woman was miserable as hell suddenly. Like, I am telling you, church can be a really incredibly negative experience that makes everything worse. But you know why I think that is? I think church is a lot like Facebook or social media. So on social media, you don't take pictures of the worst of times and post them on Facebook, right? You're not sitting there oh, I'm going to take a selfie because I literally have not been able to take care of myself for the last week. So I'm going to take a selfie with my hair grimy and my face grimy and, baby spit up on my shoulder and take. No, like, we don't do that, right? We take pictures of the best of times and send them. We make updates of our lives of the best of things and send those. And it gives everyone else the perception that your life is perfect. Well, there might be a bump here and there that's funny, ha ha, but overall your life is perfect. And if you go onto Facebook, everyone's life is perfect. That's literally what it is. Um, if you walked into their house, it would be a completely different story because no one's life is like that. But everyone else thinks everyone else is telling the truth except for them. They're lying to try to keep up with all these people telling the truth, but everyone's lying. And church is like that. You can't walk into church and be like, man, you know how many times I sinned this week? Like, god damn, I knew I was trying to stay celibate, but then that guy was hot, right? And like, I didn't even find out his name. I just slept with him. And then, like, man, I cussed my mama, honor my mother, my father. Yo, F my mama. You can't walk into church and tell people what you really did. You can't. Right? Like, that's I was silly. When I first joined church, I actually thought of it like that. I thought of it like an AA group almost, right? Like, testimony was your time to tell, because this is what people told me it was about. And I actually believe that your testimony is your time to tell the church about the struggles you went through, and
uh,
how you were able to overcome them or fight through them once you fell or whatever the case is. So I believed that, and I used
uh-huh.
to do that. And one day, a couple of the sisters and my pastor got together with me and told me to stop doing it because people are going to take your information and use it against you. They're sitting there and they're chomping at the bit, waiting to try to bastardize something you said, so they got some ammunition against you and your mama. And I was like, they wouldn't do that. They love me, right? I call them my auntie and uncle, and yeah, we're all family, right? Nope. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Right, but I didn't know that. I was naive. I didn't understand because I wasn't born and raised in the church, so I didn't understand that. And I believed that it was there to be honest. I didn't understand that people were only honest about the very, very good things in their lives and they left out all the bad. I didn't understand that. So, the church isn't, we're using it as a support group, even though it's not. It's social media. You're going there to parade how great your life is and how holy you are and how Christian you are and how deep your faith is. That's what it's basically Christian Facebook. That's what it is. Um, so like you need more than that because you need something real where people will admit their faults publicly. Um, and they're not going to just paint their lives as some beautiful thing that obviously isn't true.
Yeah, you want some help. You don't want to just be past a collection plate and have someone tell you it's going to be all right. And see you next week. You
Mm-hmm.
actually want some help. So it is true that it is what it is. White people that have different groups and stuff, and they'll support each other. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, you don't see a lot of that with us.
Mm-mm. At all. And we don't understand that. And the thing is that right now, the way it looks is this. Um, the options available as far as those group supports and whatever is for you to go and group up with some white people who are already doing it. Because we are so programmed against being honest in that way, and wanting to be almost like in constant competition that it will feel almost dangerous to try. But I think what needs to happen is some of us, so if you're in a community where this is really unknown, you might want to go and venture slightly out of the community, go and find those groups that have already been established and see how they're doing it. See why they're doing it, how they're doing it, how do they mitigate or control when people are trying to lie or hide things, or like how do they deal with the honesty factor, right? Is it a
Hmm.
matter of making it private like AA, so you go in there and no one knows your name, or where you live or who your baby daddy is or whatever, and you just talk about the struggles and that's it. Like, how do they do that? You go find that out and then you start a group. I would say start a group not with people
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
because you're still going to feel that exact same, and you're still going to be honestly under that exact same line of fire where the more they know, the more they can save up for later to hurt you. Okay. So try to start a group in with people you don't really know, but that are sisters, so they understand um, the struggle, not just as a new mom, or whatever, or as a mother, but as a Black woman as well, and as a Black mother raising Black children in America. You need to actually do that, yes, but don't start with friends and family. Definitely don't. That's the natural thing you want to do, right? You start a business, you try to sell to friends and family first, or what? Don't start with friends and family. You got to start with strangers. And I think the more anonymous it can be, the less y'all know about each other, the more honest everyone else can be. And once the first few people get to be honest and everyone lets their hair down, I think we're going to see how much of a massive difference it makes within those women and within their families.
Yeah, and I want some truth. I don't want, just because, cousin Sally liked me and she's like, oh, baby, you can really sing. And no, I can't sing, but she's still encouraging me. I want someone to say, well, you have to take some lessons, and once you take the lessons, you'll be better, and then maybe you can try it later. But no, Aunt
Mm-hmm.
Sally gonna tell me, oh, baby, you can really sing, and just lie to you. So yeah, I would go with strangers.
Yeah, right. I want some real, how hard it is to get real, honest feedback from people you know? Like, I tried with my channel. I did. I actually tried to get people when I first made videos, right? Um,
Uh-huh.
before I ever released them, I really tried. I tried to get, my husband, my friends, whatever. Hey, listen, Just watch this video and tell me what you think, right? But I want you to be harsh on it. I want you to be really, really critical because I want to know what I should change, what I should edit out. Should I just re-record the whole thing? What do I need to add, subtract? Like, be harsh because this hasn't gone out anywhere. This is the time for you to be harsh. I need it to be harsh now so that way it's not posted out on the internet and I look stupid, right? And everyone went, yeah, of course, right? So I post a video. They go, oh my God, that was so good. Okay, cool. But what was wrong with it? Oh no, I can't think of anything. I mean, no, I can't think of anything at all. Seriously, you can't think of one thing. And trust me, my first couple videos, like my intro video is 20 minutes long. That intro video
Oh,
started at like 35 minutes. Okay,
well,
um,
no, that was wrong right there. That was wrong.
that's what. But no, see, that's what I'm saying. Yo, I started at 30 something minutes, and I'm trying to get them to, and they wouldn't tell me that it's too long, even, right? Let alone like I'm trying to get some feedback here. I'm trying to not to look like a clown. Can y'all help me? But they couldn't. And what they all said was the same thing. Hey, listen, Ruby, you're in our lives all the time, right? We are used to you, including how long you tell a story. But we also know how to hear you. So we know that there's value in listening to the end of the story. So, and we know how to put together the puzzles of your stories and whatever. So, we find them valuable. So it doesn't matter how long it is to us, or, we're used to your delivery. We're used to the sound of your voice. We're used to all of those things. So we're not critiquing it as, what outside people would see. It's just like, I'm just watching you speak to me at home or whatever, right? So they couldn't do it. Even, and maybe there were some honest critiques they might have wanted to give me, but they couldn't do that. So, it's like, that honesty is very, very difficult to get. Now, I knew better than that, though. I knew the video wasn't perfect because I knew I hated all of it. So there's got to be something wrong. So, at that point, what did I do? I reached out to people who didn't know me like that, who weren't born and raised with me or friends with me for 10 years or married to me, right? Say, hey, listen, can you pre-screen my video for me? Let me know what you think. Tell me, and I mean, be harsh, be honest, like, and what was one of the first things that came back? Oh, it's good. It's long, but it's good, but it's long, right? Like, it's like, okay,
Right.
or like, I think you should take out this part. Oh my God, really? But that part is so, like, how are people gonna understand me if I don't tell them this part? They'll learn that. Just take that out. That whole entire 7-minute story doesn't need to be part of the intro video. Really? You don't think so? You don't think? No. Fine. Take it out. I don't even know what the part was. I can't even tell you what it was. It's not there. There's like 15, 20 minutes of it gone. I don't know what that was. I saved it all for later though, right? Because I figured eventually I'm going to need to release this as a part 2 or people aren't going to understand me. Like, I didn't understand people's attention spans, right? But I needed someone outside of me to tell me. And that's about something so small. Thinking about something huge like parenting, or if you weren't really raised in a home like where there was a marriage, you might not really understand how relationships and marriages are supposed to work. So
Right.
it's okay for you to not be perfect at it. When you look at these people who've been married for 30 years, they didn't start where they're at now. You know how much they had to go through, separations and fighting and this and that and hate and dead silence for months and all kinds of things they had to go through to get to that magical couple you want to be one day. They started at the bottom where you are. So it's not a critique on who you are, when they try to tell you something about, hey, well, maybe you could do this, or maybe blah, blah, blah. They're not trying to put you down. They're trying to pass down wisdom that they started where you were. It didn't work. They did this. This worked better. Now they're trying to share that with you. You know, don't take it as a critique. Take it as help, because they want to see you do better. If they didn't want to see you do better and they didn't want to see you win, they wouldn't say anything. They would just be like, oh no, everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. You're great. Go home and be like, oh man, that marriage is going to crash and burn. I'm going to watch it. Let me get my popcorn, right? Like,
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's the other side of that. People won't tell you, but they'll talk about you. That's
Mhm.
really bad. Um, Hopefully this dog won't start back to barking. I'm gonna have to go and beat him up, but I can't really say that because that's not proper. But anyway, that is the thing. You eat the meat and you spit out the bones. That's all. That's all you have to do. Get the
Mhm.
information, what you need out of it, and what you don't need, you don't need. That's all. Real simple. But
Exactly.
unfortunately, we don't operate that way, and hopefully, we'll get better.
You see what Zero said. So Ruby, y'all started from the bottom. Now y'all here. Exactly.
Yeah. I have another story talking about school. Just so happened. Let's see. What is this? It says, Mom says school didn't realize her daughter had switched schools years ago.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay, this is
Wait,
in
what?
New York.
What schools?
Yeah, I know that's a strange title. You have to read it twice. Mom
Wow.
says school didn't realize her daughter had switched schools years ago. What
Wow.
happened? This was in New York. The daughter is now 9. She went to the school when she was in kindergarten. She was 6 years old. She left school. She switched schools because she was being bullied. And the mom received a letter in the mail saying that she was going to the next grade. Well, that was 3 years ago, the last time the child went to the school. So why would she get a letter saying her daughter is being promoted to the next grade?
Right.
And they only blamed it on a clerical error. That's it.
What?
Kid you not. The school said it was a clerical error. And then they
Uh-huh.
removed her name from the roster. Now, in that BS story, I'm thinking that, unfortunately, everything is a numbers game. You have to have so many students, and attendance have to be this way, and the grades have to be that way. Then you'll get the funding that you want and need.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I'm just thinking that the school just, fudged the numbers, pretend that the child was still there. Unfortunately, didn't realize that the mother was going to go to the news with it, the media, and tell the story. So they got caught. That's all that was. And
Mhm.
so something else may happen later. It's possible. But
Right.
that's what I say is behind that. Um, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm a little less concerned now because originally from the title I was like, wait, are you are you trying to say that this child switched schools on their own and somehow mama never noticed and just kept going to parent teacher night at the wrong school? No one noticed it. Like, wait, what? What do you mean? But okay, this is a little less concerning now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's concerning from the side of the school though, because if you had an underage child registered in your school
Hmm.
who never comes to the school, you have zero attendance. Is this not a concern? How were you not reaching out to the home, to the police, to somewhere, because this kid has been gone and they're registered but they're not there? I mean, truancy, whatever. You're trying 3 years. No one saw this kid and no one was concerned about this. Like this is beyond falling through the cracks. That's crazy.
Yeah. And so that's why the mom went to the media with it because she's saying that if her child been missing for 3 years and you all just now saying something about it, what kind of mess is that? So that was a big issue. So I understand why she went to the media with that, but I do understand, like I said, how the school system works. They need that attendance. They need that funding. So all they're going to do is just fudge the numbers, pretend she was there. They just didn't expect to get caught. But the mom, I like how she did mention that. What if she actually had The mom actually said her mother possibly could have killed her daughter. And missing all this time, you all didn't even say anything. So what's up with that? So I do get it. I do understand it.
See,
So yeah.
I feel like the school should have some type of penalty. As terrible as that sounds, because there wasn't actually a child kidnapped or lost or whatever. It comes down to they apparently didn't know that and yet did nothing about it. They did not care. This kid was a throwaway to them. Well, still got the numbers though. That's the important thing. Like, and I don't mean a financial penalty because the only person that really hurts is the children.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt any of the adults or administrators. But some type of penalty whereby, I don't know, maybe they have to go and work in I don't know, foster homes or shelters or something where they have to recognize how easily these kids are falling through the cracks, and what the impression is on the kids and how it affects them and what their lives are like otherwise, maybe gain some compassion and some true empathy and humanity because you're working with children. So you should care,
Hmm.
like a
Yeah, I don't
community
know what
service
the
kind of thing.
yeah, I don't know what the punishment could actually be because anything could happen within those 3 years. Different principals and uh, different teacher, different clerical people. So administrators. I don't know. I really couldn't even say what the punishment could be because it all depends on the players. But I do know it was just a numbers game. They got caught, and it'll be interesting to hear if what happens after that. Which goes back to me saying I always want to find out what happened in the end, and no one
Mhm.
tells me these type of things. All the time, I want to know.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
want to
follow
know.
up is not news. No one cares what happens after. They just care that it happened.
Yeah, I'm that person. I want to know.
Mhm.
Tell me.
Mhm. I'm
But
exactly. I don't even want to know about the story until there's a resolution. Like, I want to know how it all turned out, like a novel. You know what I mean? Like, imagine
okay.
you get to read the novel, you get to find out all of the stuff that happened. Here's who got murdered. Here's all the characters and their stories, and then there's like the last chapter where they tell you who did it and why they did it, and then how everyone lived happily ever after or not. And that chapter they just don't publish yet. Like, oh no, don't worry, it'll be published in spring 2021. Wait, what? So I can't read the last couple chapters for 2 years? No, that's stupid. I want to know it all now. Like it's a story. Stories have conclusions. What's the conclusion?
Right. Tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear you. That's me.
Oh, I totally get it. Totally get
And
it.
as far as Miss Poetic Hill, she's talking about food, and it is that season. I mentioned on the opening that not the traditional person. I have had some turkey and dressing and all that good stuff when I was younger. It got a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, repetitive as I got older, but I get it. With family and stuff, it's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a big family, so that makes a difference, from my view. Um,
Right.
and then I can also get it more than just, in November. We have soul food restaurants in Chicago. You can go get pretty much
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want any time of the year, and
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of cool. I wait one time a year just to get that. Mm-mm. And actually, I had some in September. I didn't have turkey. I had dressing, sweet potatoes, and this stuff like. Well, I don't like making dressing. I really don't need that. So I only get
Mm-hmm.
a small portion. That's worth it for me. Just go buy a small portion and call it a day. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if I want that, if I just have the taste for it, if I want it, I know where to go to get it. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah. So as far
Yeah, I
as
mean,
doing all of that,
yeah, because like you're right. It's honestly kids make things brand new, right?
yeah,
So when you have children born into your life, whether it's you or, nieces and nephews or whatever the case is, they can make things brand new because you get to see these holidays almost through their eyes in a way, right? Like
Mhm.
suddenly Christmas is magic again because you get to see them first when they're babies and just them opening all their very expensive toys and then playing with the box, or they get a little bit older, you get to see their kids light up with magic as they see Santa came, or like you can watch, say, the holidays through their eyes, so it becomes newer again. But without that, those children infused into your life personally, yeah, I mean, eventually it's like, I don't know. I mean, there's a meal and stuff, food's good. I mean, that's what I show up for. I show up for the turkey dinner. Um, if no one was feeding me a turkey dinner, I'm not coming. We're just being real. Like, if you say it's Thanksgiving, but you're gonna make chicken, you name anything besides turkey, I'm busy. Like, what am I busy doing? Sleeping. Oh no, but I come for the turkey. Without the turkey, you don't get me on Thanksgiving. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
And a grilled turkey. I mean, a smoked turkey. Ooh, my goodness. Mm. Good
See, we
Lord,
don't
those
have
things
that
are
kind
so
of stuff
delicious.
here. So, so tell me, what is a smoked turkey? Because we don't really have that here.
Well, my friend husband, what he did was, it's a certain way you have to arrange the coals, and then you get the coals hot for however long they have to be. Because he was taught how to do it. He was telling us, and then you put the turkey there and it smokes for however long, and it's a long time. That much I do remember. But that bad fellow was delicious afterwards. I know that much because he went out and played golf, came back, and it was 6 hours later. So, but that was a delicious turkey. So I did enjoy smoke better than I liked it, just in the oven.
Right.
It was delicious.
Okay. So it's basically like barbecued, basically. Like you put
Yeah,
it in the barbecue, but you have to set up the coals in a certain way. But it's in a barbecue, or is it in a different kind of thing that's not a barbecue?
yeah. It's in a barbecue grill.
Hmm. Okay, that sounds good because I mean barbecues make everything taste better, and I don't know about everyone else, but I prefer. I know it takes 100 years to cook anything on a charcoal barbecue, but I
Yeah.
prefer it. I prefer the flavor. Like it's not really
Hmm.
barbecue when it's just gas. Like it's not. Like to me, it's got grill marks on it, but I might as well have cooked it in the oven.
Right.
Like I don't know. It's easier to dry it out on the barbecue that the gas barbecue. Really, again, might as well use the oven. It would have been juicier. But when it's the charcoal, oh man, when you put that coals and it gets that flavor, oh,
You
yeah.
talking? Hmm.
hmm Man, I'm gonna get me a well, no, I don't even know how big I would need to get a barbecue for the coals to be able to put a turkey in it, but it sounds like a good plan. Like just for myself, I don't really want to share it. Like I just want to kind of have it for me, right?
All for me.
Yeah, like turkey sandwiches could last a good while after Thanksgiving. I remember I used to get turkey sandwiches. That was another one of my favorite things, right? Because our Thanksgiving's in October. So
Okay.
and so the way my family was when I was a kid, Easter, Thanksgiving, October, and Christmas, we would have turkey dinners. And I loved those times because what would happen is, we try to pillage as much of the meal as we could, but especially the turkey. And then for the next, like, I don't know how long, 6 weeks or so or whatever, I would have turkey sandwiches, right? At
Hmm.
least 6 weeks, 2 months, I would be able to have turkey sandwiches for lunch. And oh my God, a turkey sandwich. Oh, like there's nothing that you put, if you make it and it's turkey, there's nothing to me that doesn't taste good about turkey. Even ground turkey is better than like chicken turkey, like chicken ground, right? Like turkey is something. Okay, so I have a confession. My
Okay.
name is Ruby, and I'm a turkey holic.
I'm here for you. I'm
Thank
here.
you, thank you.
I'm here for you.
See, you see, y'all, you just admit your weaknesses, and then you're not alone. And I'm a turkey
Right.
holic.
Right. There's more for you. There's hope. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Like I mean, I'll tell y'all, I'm really thinking about risking getting arrested, um, to try to sneak across the border, so I can have American Thanksgiving on Thursday. Okay. I want smoked turkey so bad. So true though.
Right. I know that's right.
I'm thinking like, where can I get smoked turkey? Because I think people here, I've seen people, I guess, buy a smoked turkey. So it's like they're buying a
Yeah.
turkey that's been smoked, but then you still got to cook it. But then I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same as if you cook it, smoking it all the way through. I think that's a completely different flavor. And I mean, here, Jamaica, I'll tell you, Jamaican people are the worst at making anything North American. They are. Just the worst at it. So because they will take that turkey and they will cook it beyond recognition. Like juicy? No. Like, nope. Nope. Because somehow they think that juice means clear blood. So they're going to cook it until it ain't, there's not a drop
Oh.
of juice running out. I'm telling you, they are so scared of, like, like dark meat is just a different color. Somehow they will see that as it's still not cooked. And cook and cook and cook. Oh my God, they kill everything. So when you go, and even if they want to, they'll be like, oh, we're gonna have a turkey. Okay, great. Yay, Ruse, we're gonna have a turkey. Okay, yay. So I show up, right? And what
Hmm.
do we get? Like, I'm telling you, if there was no gravy, you wouldn't be able to choke down that turkey. And I only eat the dark meat. So you can imagine if they made the dark meat that dry, how dry that turkey is. It might have a good flavor, but my God, do they overcook things. So to go and get some nice American Thanksgiving meal where I could like actually y'all, because y'all aren't scared of these meals, like they're stuff you were born and raised on, so y'all are going to get it right and do it perfect. It's the same way my family will make curry goat, oxtail, all the rest of the meal that they want to make is going to be perfect. Anything that looks North American is going to be massacred, right? So I just want a good Thanksgiving meal. I don't have to cook for my damn self, you know what I mean? Like, come
I
on.
understand. You deserve it.
Right? Look at all my hard work and dedication.
That's right. Give her
I'm telling
smoked turkey. Somebody.
Thank
Let's
you.
do this.
Somebody. So, can anybody find me some turkey to love? Right? Like, I just.
Right. That's right. You tell them.
I'm trying to get my family to come up, right? Since I can't go down. Why don't you just come up here? Don't worry about it. I live like in a box right now, but it's all right. Listen, I got a couch. One of y'all can bunk with me, my husband in the bed. We'll be good. Just come and you bring your Thanksgiving here. That's all I'm asking for. Preferably the turkey with it and everything to cook it and all your rest. Come.
Right.
I want to try these ham hocks. I want to try all kinds of stuff. Whatever the American, I just want to try it. Y'all come and make it for me.
That's right. That would be wonderful too. You would enjoy it.
Right?
I'm pretty
Mm,
sure you would enjoy
I know
it.
I would. And collard greens. Like, I am looking forward to. I love food. See, the thing is, I love food. I have dietary restrictions. I'm allergic to gluten. I'm allergic to eggs. But as long as I'm not allergic to it, oh my God.
So
Oh,
watch
feast.
out.
Yeah, and like on Thanksgiving, I'll eat the gluten. Like, right, I'll take the hit. Like when I eat gluten, it just messes with my digestive system. So okay, life will be rough for like a week. I could take that, right? For really good food, it might be worth it, right? So you got to try it. Like, I'm telling you, I want some. It all sounds so good when everyone describes it. They're like, and then we put this. It's like Americans make everything with decadence. So it's like I want some of that decadent, delicious sounding food, or people will post the pictures. I'm like, I want some of that. Can you
Making them
airmail it
sound
to me? Yeah, just
okay. Give me just a plate. Just give Ruby a
yeah.
plate. That's all she asked for. Just a serving,
That's what I'm
please.
saying, right? Like, listen, if y'all live in like Niagara Falls, New York, it's only like a 2-hour drive to my house. That's all I'm trying to say. You just make me up a plate, you put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the fridge till tomorrow, the next day, and then on Black Friday, you just drive over here with the plate. That's all I'm asking for. I swear I'll give you the gas money. You know what I mean? Y'all just bring
Okay.
me the plate.
Yeah, we're going to have to make that happen. Gonna have to
You know
make
what?
that
You better
happen.
bring me two, because I just realized if you only bring me one, I'm gonna have to share, and
Uh-oh.
I don't want to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know sharing is caring, but I'm
But you
not sharing.
don't
So
care.
if you could bring one
Yeah.
for the husband too, that would be great. Yeah, two. Thank you. Yeah,
Two, please.
right.
Party of
I can even
two.
wait till Saturday. I understand maybe you don't want to drive up here on Black Friday. Listen, I can wait. It's not my Thanksgiving. So I'm really just trying to get the food. I don't care about the holidays. So whatever day on the weekend you want to bring it, we're available. That's all I'm saying.
Bring it here.
Right, exactly, exactly.
I know that's right.
Mm.
But, but
Man, I gotta
yeah.
find me some Americans. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go trolling through my friends. Hey, do you know any Americans? Are they are they celebrating Thanksgiving on Thursday? Hey, anyone know any Americans? Are you gonna go to the dinner? Okay, well, can you get them to invite me to the dinner? Right? Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
That's right. Work your magic. I don't blame you. Don't be
Right.
shy.
Like, right, one of my friends, I can't ask her because her husband or her fiance and the neighbor had a big falling out, but her neighbor is from Georgia, and so she actually went over there their first year moving into their new house. She went over there for the dinner, right? And she
Hmm.
said everything that the husband cooked was incredible, right? And she said she even tasted, she's a vegetarian, so she tasted the gravy, but she said her husband and the kids, like, they were, oh my god, like food coma. But he married this white girl from here, and she said everything the white girl made, even just the plain white rice, was terrible because the plain white rice was undercooked. Like, everything she made was horrible, and everything he made was like amazing. She was like trying to describe it to me. Even all the vegetable dishes, the yams and the this and the that, like, it was
Oh,
crazy amazing. So I was like, oh, that sounds so good. But yeah, they fell out. So I guess she won't be going this year. So I can't invite myself to be pretend
darn.
I'm one of her adopted children. So we're gonna have to find another one,
Darn. Scratch that
right?
person off the list. Let's see who's next.
Right? Like,
Hmm.
they should have thought about that, right? They should have thought, listen, Ruby's going to want to be invited to American Thanksgiving, so I shouldn't fall out with these people. I'll just let it be water off a duck's back, just so we can make sure Ruby gets to Thanksgiving, right? Like, how selfish are they that they didn't think of me during their personal issue? Me! They
Right.
should have been thinking about me.
Just one plate. That's all we ask. That's it.
That's all. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Hold it together for just one plate.
Right? Y'all can fall out on Black Friday. Just get the food first, dummy. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right. Figure out what's more important.
Right?
Uh-uh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll just be relaxing, enjoying the day off, and catching up because I have so much email, and I need to delete some of it, put them in folders, or I just got to organize my emails. It's just a mess. And so that's looking at the computer all day. Then I'll see if I have anything to record. So I'm gonna enjoy a day off. That's all I can say.
Nice. Nice. Good. You've earned one.
Yeah, as far as what the folks doing out in the street, because they have a Thanksgiving parade, so there's more traffic.
Oh,
And
yeah. Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
yeah, so I'm not even interested in anything out there. I'll get whatever I need, which I pretty much I think yeah, I got enough food in the freezer, so I don't have any traveling for the weekend. Go out, maybe get some more things, but other than that, I can stay in, relax. Hopefully, it's not real cold. I think we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to warm up. I think next week. I think we are. But it's been pretty nice this past week. All 30s. I think we had 40s earlier yesterday, and then it started dropping. And
Mm.
but shoot, you could definitely appreciate it. And snow should be coming soon because we don't
Yeah.
have any measurable snow. So we'll definitely have that by December 1st.
You didn't get any snow yet this year?
Oh, we did get some, but it went away once it started warming up to 40 something.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's gone.
You know what? Let me go look outside. I'm such a shut in. I don't think I've seen outside like in a couple weeks. Let me look outside and see if we got snow sticking anywhere. I know it's a terrible thing, but oh no. Wait, let's see. Nope, our snow is officially gone. So,
Oh,
but so we used to have snow and it stuck. It was actually there. Like it didn't just automatically go away, but it is gone now. Thank Jesus. Um, so maybe I will go outside again. Honestly, I'm telling you, once winter starts, I'm done. Like I'm done until spring. Like, uh, hey, do you want to go do this? Is winter over yet? No. Okay, no, I'm not going. Like,
he said no, thank you.
mm-mm. Nope. I don't care how much layers I put on and whatever. Once I go outside in the winter, I am chilled to the bone. Everyone's sick. I catch everything. It's not fun for me. I'm not going outside until it's spring. So I looked outside just now. Oh, okay, there's no snow. Congratulations to everyone else who goes outside. I'll be good.
I just looked at my weather app, and actually will be very nice. From Sunday through next Sunday, we're looking at 49, 50, 46, 44, 39, 41, 42, and 41. So that's excellent
Nice.
for us, November. And it's only rain on here and wind. And we're not talking about snow until Sunday or Monday. It looks like it's Sunday night. And that's far away, but the fact that they're predicting just that's beautiful. That is
Right.
wonderful. I'm gonna
That
enjoy
is really nice. Mm-hmm. Right. Enjoy now while it lasts, right?
it. Exactly. And I was gonna
Mm.
do laundry tomorrow. I think I may just wait till Thanksgiving and do it. I know the laundry room will be
Right?
empty.
That's so true. Why not, right?
hmm But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then as far as Black Friday, I'll be working, so I'll be in the
Oh.
traffic on the way back home. It shouldn't be too
Mm-hmm.
much, but I'll be in the traffic coming back home. Um, I haven't really
Mm.
seen any deals or anything. I know people used to be up for that one television that they had for $300 at Best Buy. They used to stand in line hours or spend the night outside of Best Buy, and the doors open. There's only one television for that price. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think people have, they had enough of that. So they're either going to be doing things online or they'll just be walking around just trying to see some of the stuff they have. Like Old Navy,
Mm-hmm.
they always having some dollar deals, and I think $5 deals. So um,
Right.
it's really not going to be a lot of big shop, but I can't see it. And especially the way the economy has been, uh,
Mm-hmm.
our utility bills are going up. Takes more to heat the house and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So people are looking to pay that.
Yep. Yep. I think the only people you're gonna see really shopping this year are people who are shopping for Christmas. Right? Which I mean, this year though, I mean, well, I don't know how they're doing it in America for Americans, right? Because when I go on to American websites, for example, different stores, I'll always see
Mhm.
the Canadian sites, right? But a lot of these stores now are having Black Friday month sales, and so like the
Oh,
whole month is there's discounts all month long. So, instead of them trying to cram it all into this one day, like, because as you said, I'm pretty sure that they're wise on the fact people are getting over that now, and the deals are not good enough for you to do that
mhm.
anymore. So they're saying,
Yeah.
fine, you're right. The deals aren't good enough. We're just going to try to basically sell off all the things because that's what it is. It's sell off items. Like we're going to mark down all the sell off items all at once. So now I think what they're doing is they're just going to mark it down for the month to encourage people to come in and shop for things there. And they might mark down some stuff Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Uh-huh.
But I think for the majority, again, people are really going to be looking at, hey, listen, it's Christmas. I still got to buy for my significant other, my children, my mama, my friends, whoever. And the Black Friday is a good time to do that shopping versus buying in December when everything goes back to regular price or even gets marked up higher because they know you have no choice but to buy things because Christmas. So, shop wisely. I wouldn't say stay away from the fray, but don't be selfish with your purchasing. Instead, use that money to buy Christmas gifts. Maybe buy yourself a couple little things if you want, right? But use that money to buy the Christmas gifts you had no choice but to buy anyway, right? And do it at discount. And then what you're going to be able to do is reward yourself on Boxing Day, because Boxing Day is really when the sale prices hit. Um, because anything they have an excess of stock on, because that's what they do, right? They'll sit there and they mark that stuff down to $2, $5, whatever the case is. Boxing Day is the real sale now. So you know what? Be smart about stuff. You buy for everyone else on Black Friday, you buy for yourself on Boxing Day.
All right.
Let you
Hey,
in on
you
that
heard it
game.
here. You
Yep.
heard it from here.
When that works out this year, y'all know who to credit. The
That's
NeoSector
right.
for Women channel. That's right.
We get the news when we get it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And speaking of news, I did find out yesterday, and someone had mentioned that it's been going on for a while, recall on romaine lettuce. But I also saw something they're having issue with pork, but it only said for Illinois.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with all these recalls when it comes down to food. We used to didn't hear a lot of that, but it's been really going on with this for the lettuce with the romaine. I think this is about the fourth or fifth time this year for the recalls with romaine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so that's my lettuce right there. I love romaine, so I feel some kind of way. We just have to deal with baby spinach for right now, but I don't know what's going on. But
Well, look, it says here that more than a half of a million pounds of pork products are being recalled because they were not inspected. So they just went from they were produced without the benefit of federal inspection and outside inspection hours, according to the USDA notice posted this week. Wow.
terrible.
Okay. And so it
That's
says
what
now for everyone listening, so the affected items were produced on Saturdays between November 25th, 2017 and November 9th, 2019. A list of items is available at, hold on, I'm going to post this because this is
okay.
actually really important. Copy link address. Okay. So this is where, that's the USDA posting. So it can tell you all of the items, but I'll post this article as well in the chat, and then that way people can go and check it in. Okay.
Cool.
There we go. Yeah, that's great. They sent out food that has not been evaluated. Like no one looked at it and said at any point, yes, this is okay for human consumption, and they sent it out anyway. And look at that. The romaine lettuce harvested in Salinas, California, is an E. coli outbreak.
Yeah.
And cheese nips, select boxes of cheese nips are being recalled because they may contain plastic.
Hmm.
What? Plastic. y'all know, by the way, that processed food is not food anyway. But they've gone the extra step and they put literally not food inside of the not food that is not for human consumption at all. They don't even pretend anymore. We'll just make that shit plastic. It'll last forever. You want your cheese nips not to get stale? It's okay. We know what to do. We'll just make the plastic for you. Here you go. Plastic, but
Right.
melt in your mouth. Like, oh my God.
Like the McDonald's fries. They last forever and
Right?
ever and ever.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been having a lot of recalls lately with that romaine. I'm upset, like I said, about that. And this is crazy with the plastic. I don't know what that's all about. And, if your job is to produce, I mean, that's all you do. Just do it well. Somebody falling asleep. What's going on? Are you using machines? Use humans then. Whatever you're doing, figure it out. Get it right. We don't need all the machines because that just costs more money. Price goes up, and of course, you want us to pay for it. That's why the price goes up. So get it right the first time.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Here's another thing that would affect Illinois on top of other places. So this one affects, where did I see it? The 54-ounce packages were shipped to retailers in Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, and Texas. Um, and so the company is Ajinomoto Foods, North America. An Oakland, Mississippi establishment is recalling approximately 172,692 pounds of chicken fried rice products that may be contaminated with extraneous materials, specifically pieces of plastic. Again, with the plastic. What are they
What
doing?
the?
Now,
Right.
right? Now, catch this. Okay, this is the health or this recalls issued November 22nd of 2019. Okay, now what it's saying is the not ready to eat frozen chicken fried rice items were produced from July 9th of 2019 to July 11th 2019 with various packaging and best buy dates. Now y'all tell me how something that was produced in July and therefore has been out since July, they're only telling us November 22nd
Mm,
is being recalled as food. As food. You know when people have eaten plastic? A lot of y'all
okay.
have eaten plastic. Y'all have been eating that chicken fried rice that so and so brought to the potluck and said she made herself. She lied. She didn't make it herself. And guess what? There was plastic in it, and you ate it. Like that's that's what happened.
She
Oh my God.
lied to me. Yes, she
Right?
did. Yes, she did. Oh, wait. That's terrible.
Right? Oh my God. Oh, there you go. There's also um salad products. Missa Bay LLC from Swedesboro, New Jersey, is recalling more than 75,000 pounds of salad products that contain meat or poultry because the lettuce may be contaminated with a strain of E. coli. So that same E. coli that
Oh,
you could buy the lettuce separately has been already mass used to mass produce other products that you might buy like your ready-made salads and stuff like that. So I'll post that as well. This is a crazy time. I mean, I don't know, is this common and we just don't look for it, Shar? Like, I mean, are there a lot of recalls all the time but we're not looking into it?
it's possible. I've just been seeing the lettuce only because that's what I eat all the time. So every time I go, I'll go to the store because I've gone to Whole Food and I'm looking around like, looking kind of empty here. But that's because there's a recall and they need to be sure. And I'm like, what the? So that's why I know, it has happened at least 4 or 5 times this year. And we're not done. This is November. It still can be another recall for December. Who knows? But I just,
Right.
I'm feeling some kind of way about that. I mean, this is a fresh food. And what's going on? Is this on purpose? Who's dropping
Mm-mm.
the ball? What's going on here? And that's what's bothering me. fresh food. They didn't
Hmm.
contaminate. I don't like that.
You know what? There's a TV show. I reference this TV show a lot, but it's honestly because they're like 15-minute episodes and they pack a lot of information in, but it's in a really easy to understand kind of format, in my opinion. But there's a show called Explained. I'm pretty sure it's a Netflix original, so you do have to have Netflix to watch it. Now on this Netflix, the episode that I watched, it was they were talking about basically viruses and super viruses and exactly what we're talking about here, where the lettuce or the meat or the humans are getting infected and the pandemics. Um, and so they were kind of talking about the fact that, in essence, we're losing control. We're losing control of it. For a minute, we had good control. Um, we were starting to eradicate diseases, and people were less and less sick, and food was more and more safe, and whatever. And now it seems like, hey, like, why is it that every 5 seconds, something's got E. coli on it? And it's ultimately because they're losing control. And ultimately, the way that, putting on your tinfoil hat, but the way that they're saying it is like, there's going to be another one of those epic pandemics that, like when the bird flu came around the first time and killed, like, millions of people around the world, like this, right? Like they're saying that another pandemic is coming and it's going to kill people all over the world because we no longer have a handle on these viruses and their morphology, which basically is like how they're morphing and changing, and becoming super bugs, and we're not able to catch them fast enough, and we're not recognizing signs and symptoms fast enough because viruses, and bacteria, right? We don't think about this. We don't think about them as animals, just like everything else, right? Because they're not animals. But think about them like an animal for a second, right? We
Right.
know that animals are about survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know that, the animal that changed up a little bit and it was able to do something the other animals aren't going to do, well, they're going to be most likely to survive. Bacteria and viruses do that. So the ones that get killed off by back by antibiotics or by whatever, yeah, those
Mm-hmm.
ones, they're the weak ones. But there's always going to be the one in a million strains that, hey, this one's a tough strain. Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I could beat your shit. All right, cool. And that one's now going to multiply and thrive. So, you have to recognize they're going through survival of the fittest too, and they're evolving quickly. Unlike humans, where it takes us a while to get to the place where we can, birth ourselves, and create more of us. They're creating more of them every time one person infects another, right? So
Mm.
we need to be we need to recognize that this is happening. It's getting into our food, it's getting into our animals, and
Yeah.
new strains get developed. Like they were explaining it. So basically, this woman
Mm-hmm.
had, okay, I'm trying to remember the two animals. So she said there was a woman, a bird, and a pig. Okay, I know this sounds like a joke, but
It
um,
does sound
a
like a
woman, a
joke.
bird, a bird, and a pig walk into a barn. That's actually exactly what happens, though. And so this woman had a flu, right? The bird had another flu. Now, birds and humans cannot infect each other, but they can both infect a pig. And that's what happened. They both infected the pig. That created a new virus, and that virus had both animal and human components. And so because it had animal components, it could infect the birds, and when the birds are infected, they not go around, and they're around humans, other pigs, whatever it is, but they also can infect humans because of the human parts. And that's what happened. That's where the avian flu came from. That's what happened.
Mm.
Viruses are very, very smart, in that way. They're very good at finding ways to replicate, to join forces, whatever, right? They're like little, I'm telling you, if you were to
Yeah.
able to be like on virus size and you could hear their voices and stuff, they're planning world domination. That's what it is, right?
I
They're,
hear them.
they're trying to take over the world. They're pinky in the brain. Um, but yeah, so that's what happens, right? So now, and so what we need to understand is all these bacteria and these viruses and whatever, they're being spread from animals to people to our foods to whatever, and it's they're passing, when they pass on from one to the other, There's no signs and symptoms initially that the human, say, had E. coli, or the animal that human touched before touching this or whatever had E. coli and whatever, and the animal's not showing any signs of E. coli, and everyone seems to be fine, right? And then,
Mm-hmm.
oops, wait, no, no, there's E. coli. Wait, what? Since when? Well, already sent out a shipment of a million pieces, so that's good, right? That's what's happening. We need to recognize that's what's happening, and it happens really, really, really quickly. And it's sad because you can be like, well, we should be eating healthier, and we should this, and we should that. Well, you want to eat junk food, then you're eating plastic. You want to eat lettuce, well, then you're eating E. coli. Like, so you can't win for losing. So maybe
Right.
only eat stuff you cook. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we've come to that part of the show, which
No,
is here.
no, no.
Yes, we have. Yes, we
Oh,
have.
fine, fine. I'm gonna go looking for smoked turkey anyhow. Okay.
Uh-oh. And this part of the show is what I call the judge and jury. And this is where I am judge and the jury at the same time.
Y'all gonna see. She's cold. She's cold.
Take it back. Take it back.
I can't. I'm sorry. I gotta speak
Oh,
the truth. Gotta speak the truth. Okay.
all right. Let's see. All right. Court is in session. All right. Let's see what we got here. First picture. Where is it? I'm coming. Don't rush me. Oh, hush.
We
Nobody
got you.
talking to
We
you.
got you. We understand.
The dog was barking. I told him, be quiet. Nobody talking to you.
He
I think he
probably
might have
cocked his
actually.
head like, "Who are you talking to like that?" Right?
I think he actually heard me. I think he did.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see if we can do this thing here. Oh boy. Don't be freezing up on me. I'm not trying to do that.
See,
All
I
right.
told you. Even it's scared. It's scared. It's like, yo, I know what she's
I
about to
think
do to me.
I think that's what it is. It really
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Eyes trying. All right. Where's my window? Where's
Telling
the
you, it's
window?
running. It's
I
running
think
for
it
its
is.
life. It's running for its life. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's actually running. It actually ran away.
Yep.
I think so.
That's how it does.
It actually
Mhm.
ran.
Mhm.
I don't know why. I'm not going to hurt you. Please come back. Come back, scream, come back. Let's see if I
she,
can
she
make
she
it.
has a nice verdict today. Y'all see, you'll see. Just come
I,
back.
I do. I'm not going to hurt
Yeah.
nobody. Ain't going to hurt
Mhm.
nobody.
Ain't nobody believing you.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I know. Because they say, look, lady, I'm not going to cooperate.
Yeah. No.
It's scared.
Mhm.
It's actually so afraid. I don't know why it's afraid. I'm not going to hurt you.
That's how technology wants to be. See, technology knows. I'm telling you, technology is another one. Y'all wait. Between the robots and the viruses, one of them's gonna rule. We just have to wait and see which. And then if it's not the robots and the viruses, I'm telling y'all, not dogs so much, but cats. Cats are going to take over the planet. Y'all will see. They do not like us. They don't. And they are always plotting. Always. Trust me. They have secret meetings. Y'all don't think so. Y'all think I'm kidding. They have a secret frequency they speak at that we can't hear with the human ear. Y'all will see. All right.
You may have something, there may be something to that. That's one of our conspiracy theories, but, they are kind of mysterious, I must say.
No, listen, I know every cat looks at me like "fuck you." Like, sorry, but that's how they look at me. I know. I watch them, and then they walk, and then they look back at me like, like they're gonna come get me. Like,
Uh-uh.
I know. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not about this life. I do not mess with cats. They do not like you. They don't. I don't care. Y'all think that your cat loves you or it's the family pet. It's not. The family is the cat's pet. Y'all just don't realize it. That's what happened. Okay. Sorry.
That's funny. That's funny. Well,
Mhm.
this will be a little upside down. Why? I really don't know, but I'd rather have it than nothing at all. So I'm gonna do what I'm
Okay,
gonna do.
fair enough.
I think that's it. Let me see. You gonna come up? Yeah, you're gonna come up. All right. All right. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. What do you think that is?
A sink, right?
Yeah, but what do
Uh,
you think that is right there in the
oh,
corner?
okay. Hold
What
on.
do you
Let me
think
turn up my
that is?
screen brightness here. It. I don't
What do
know.
you think
What?
that
What is
might
that?
be? You don't know? Let me bring up the
I
next screen.
really don't.
Since
Okay.
this was nice to me, then maybe it'll let me have the other image.
Okay.
Let's see what it does. Give me the other image. Be nice. Go away.
Right. Come on now.
Okay, let's see. Bring another image up since you were so nice to bring me that. I appreciate it. There we go. Come on. There you go. Enhance. All right. Share screen. Show the people what you are.
Right. I
Some people
believe in
may
you.
some people may have an idea what it is. Let's see.
Let's see.
Now you can see the
Hair
word.
glue.
Yeah, there you go. That's right, everyone. It's hair glue.
So sad that I knew that off the bat. I didn't need to read the bottle. I knew. You're right.
Right
Listen,
there.
I was a weeveaholic. Yes, it's hair glue. I can confirm.
Yeah, so what I have to say about that is people, you can't go around scaring the white people at work like that. You don't need to have your business out. Take care of that at home. You got
hmm
your weave, deal with it at home. You don't bring that to work and then leave it out. What are people going to do with it? Who are they? They're going to take it to lost and found? They're going to, go to human resources. What are they going to do with that? They're scared. They have no idea. They don't know how to approach you because they already see your neck be twisting. They're already afraid of you.
hmm
But you're going to leave the glue out. At least if you used it at work, you're going to leave it there? How did you
hmm
leave it there? The weave is on the head and it's all straight how you want it, and you're gonna leave a bottle there. How did you do that? That's what I want to know. You cannot do these things in the workplace. It's called the workplace for a reason.
hmm
The person that the engineers and different people that come in and clean, they don't know what to do with that. They have no idea. Don't scare the people like that. Don't do that. Don't leave that as a reason for people to look upside our head. Don't do us like that. That's all I ask. And I'm gonna have to punish you. And your punishment is no weave for you. No weave for you. You have to wear your natural your natural hair. That's your punishment. I have rules.
Let me just add, listen, y'all are encouraging these stupid white folk questions about us, okay? When some white chick asks you if you actually have actual hair, or if like all black people are just born bald, it's because of things like this. They don't understand what's happening and they're scared. Like, you can't just throw it at them like that. They can't deal with it. They can't. They can't. Mm,
Thank you.
mm. I agree. This one I agree 100%.
We have rules. The judge and the
Oh,
jury.
that's the truth.
Your sentence. No more weave for
Mm-hmm.
you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what? I would give them the Jay Shine. Oh, I think it was Jay Shine. Who was it? I think it was Jay Shine who said this. He said, actually, you know what? No, I don't know. Someone. It might not be Jay Shine, but someone said, listen, What needs to happen is for these chicks, they need to have their head shaved bald. Right? Now, I'm not trying to be mean. It's actually for a lot of women. It's a very transformative experience for them to, do this. They shave off all their permed hair and whatever, let their natural hair grow in, learn how to love their natural hair and work with it. But I think that's it. Like, it's not just that they have to go with their natural hair. I think they'll shave bald, start again, and you have to deal with your natural hair as your natural hair. You cannot straighten it. You cannot flat iron it. Nope. You have to, however it grows out of your head, whatever texture it is, whatever, you got to learn to work with that and love that. But, when you shave off your hair, what you'll notice is you have a face, and you can learn to love that. And stop basing your entire identity on how silky your yaki is, Yeah, no, I get that.
All right. Judging
Gluing your
Julia.
bang back in. Trying to glue your bang back in at work. Get the hell
Right.
out of here.
Well, you have been sentenced, and with that, you guys have a great weekend and see you next week.
Yes, and happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Gobble gobble.
All right. Cheers, y'all.
Peace.